pleasant good night to you beautiful PNM people. Our political leader and Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, Dr. the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley, Our Lady Vice Chairman, Honorable Camille Robinson Regis, the next Member of Parliament for Aruka Maloney, the next Member of Parliament for Rima, Ambassador Penelope Beckles, Renuka Sagram Singh, who's going to whip the UNC in St. Augustine, La HORQUETTA Talparo has turned into a battleground. And I have one word. Let me also recognize, before I move on, please allow me, my friend and colleague, the Member of Parliament, Maxie Coffey and Mrs. Coffey. They have been up and down the streets of La HORQUETTA thinking that they can buy voters in this community. I have planned to start to distribute some of those pens that can check counterfeit money. And I say to the young men of La HORQUETTA, I will give you the counterfeit pens. And as long as it's not counterfeit dollars, if they want to contribute to your grocery bill, by all means say thank you to them and vote resoundingly for the People's National Movement. And I have another word for them, because you know they are not very righteous. They are corrupt. I say to them, yea, do I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of my enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil. My cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life. And I shall dwell in the house of the Lord forever and ever. As your next Member of Parliament for La HORQUETTA Talparo, because there is only one first place in this race, and I reserve the first place for the PNM and for Foster Cummings in La HORQUETTA Talparo. Anybody else could take second place. During my engagement with the various communities, I've listened to your concerns, and this has influenced my plan moving forward. Our constituency is one that is rich in talent. Ambitious and committed individuals reside here, and together we will harness these strengths and create a brighter community for all of us. As a nation, ladies and gentlemen, we have faced unprecedented times, mainly because of international economic circumstances, the effect and the effects it has had on our own economy. Today, we have to grapple with the effects of the COVID-19 pandemic. Your government has been able to stabilize the economy and keep public servants employed and kept us afloat without us having to resort to the International Monetary Fund. You deserve a round of applause for that, Prime Minister. Know that your government, your PNM government, under the leadership of Dr. the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley, the man from Mason Hall, is determined to offer good governance to Trinidad and Tobago, morality in public affairs, and to run this country in the best interest of all the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago. As your next Member of Parliament, my vision will be to support and drive the building stronger communities throughout this constituency. I remain committed to the development of the constituency of La HORQUETTA Talparo and to each of you and towards the realization of your fullest potential. I am clear about what needs to be done. That's why I'm in this race to win. And the process that needs to be followed. And I pledge to you tonight to continue along a path of improving all lives under my watch in this constituency. I will advocate on your behalf regarding the issues facing the constituency and aggressively lobby to bring solutions to alleviate the problems within our constituency. As a government and as a party, we are committed to partnering with every citizen who is willing to contribute towards the development of our economy and our people. As I campaign throughout this constituency, people come to me day after day with brilliant ideas, brilliant suggestions. They want to contribute, they want to be a part, but most importantly, they want a people's national government, national movement government in office. Because they know under the PNM, they will get responsible government. We continue to provide good and equitable and transparent governance to move this country forward. My approach, ladies and gentlemen, will be data-driven, people-centered, and will at all times pay due attention to the needs of the constituents with compassion and with sensitivity. My friends, our Vision 2030 National Development Plan provides a broad socio-economic development framework for Trinidad and Tobago. To realize Vision 2030, each citizen's collective support and commitment is required to effectively plan and operationalize the future we envision for ourselves and future generations. This task is not unsurmountable, for we are a people with enduring capacity to create from our social diversity. This resilient nation boasts of significant achievements and the ability to maintain a peaceful coexistence where every creed and race finds an equal place. Aligned to our government's vision and performance-driven plan, La HORQUETTA Talparo constituency will continue its building efforts on three main pillars: training and education, economic sustainability, community and infrastructure development, and environmental sustainability. It is my intention to move towards stimulating small business and to promote entrepreneurship within this constituency. As I said, we have a lot of bright young men and young women with brilliant ideas who the PNM has afforded free education, even free tertiary education, some of them very skilled in various areas. And under a PNM government, we are going to provide the guidance for them so that they can get involved in small business, become successes, and create employment within the community of La HORQUETTA Talparo. That is our intention. That is what we will do. That is what we pledge to do. My friends, the PNM government is just what we need in Trinidad and Tobago. We have already, the Cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago has already commissioned the construction of various facilities within this constituency. We have seen the construction started on a new community center for this constituency of La HORQUETTA, and my understanding is that there are 2 more community centers carded for Wallerfield and for Greenvale, and we welcome these developments as we move forward and as we plant our feet in La HORQUETTA Talparo to make this a model constituency in Trinidad and Tobago. A new PNM government will ensure that we continue the infrastructural development in terms of road, bridges, and drainage across the constituency. And I know that many persons during my walkabout have asked for the construction of a new library in La HORQUETTA for our students in this community, this largest housing development in the Caribbean. And I give you all assurance tonight that I am going to have discussions with the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. And I am sure that when I go back to my seat and I say to him, the people of La HORQUETTA want a new library in La HORQUETTA for the children of La HORQUETTA, that he will certainly say to me, yes, you will get that library in La HORQUETTA once you elect the PNM back into government. I know what I'm saying. He's a man of vision. Listen, you will be called upon to make one of the most important, that was for Miss Norville, right? You will be called upon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, to make one of the most important decisions that you have made in a very long time, tied to the future of Trinidad and Tobago, tied to your future, the future of your children, and the future of generations to come. In the first instance, you're required to choose who will lead Trinidad and Tobago as this time as Prime Minister. What do you need in consideration of that decision? You need a strong leader. You need a statesman, a man with a proven track record, a record in leadership and integrity, a man who has offered us leadership that kept us safe during this pandemic, one who has guided this country through difficult times. Your current Prime Minister and Member of Parliament for Diego Martin West, the Mason Hall man, the man from Mason Hall to Whitehall. Ladies and gentlemen, I offer to you for consideration to continue on as Prime Minister of this Twin Island Republic, Dr. the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley. And I know that you right-thinking citizens of Trinidad and Tobago will not allow God to leave your mind and your consciousness to go towards the selection of any other candidate for that position at this time. On the other hand, well, you were here between 2010 and 2015. Most of you, if not all of you. And you firsthand witness the mismanagement, the corruption, the lack of control, the poor work ethic, the poor diplomacy, the poor excuse for leadership, and plant-like substances abound. And so you know what choice you have to make. You make a sober choice, and you vote to ensure wherever you are in Trinidad and Tobago that we continue under the leadership of Dr. the Honorable Keith Christopher Rowley. As you make your choice, ask yourself the question, who is more suitable to occupy the office of Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago? I think the answer is now very obvious. For you in HORQUETTA Talparo, my family from Brazil, my friends, those young at heart, nobody likes to be called old in HORQUETTA Talparo. The beautiful aging population of HORQUETTA Talparo, you have a serious choice to make, and a very clear choice. You vote for the best candidate for the job for MP of HORQUETTA Talparo, one with a proven track record. I dare say he is currently the Parliamentary Secretary in the Ministry of Rural Development and Local Government. If I'm to give you an additional hint, he is the General Secretary of the People's National Movement. He worked with his mother as a market vendor in the Couva market, and some say today is a seasoned businessman, proven and tested in management skills. A man of the people, a God-fearing man, a family man, an accessible man, an honest man, a man of truth, and one who will be here for you in good times and in bad. Ladies and gentlemen, in HORQUETTA Talparo, you vote for the people's choice, the first place winner in this contest. Vote solidly for Foster Cummings as your next Member of Parliament. Now, during this campaign, I have focused my attention on what I can bring to the table. I've offered myself as your candidate, and I've resisted any attempt to focus on the useless opposition in Trinidad and Tobago. I will continue to run my campaign this way, but I have one thing to say to the young people of HORQUETTA Talparo, and I hope that you are listening tonight. Your vote is not for sale. Your hope does not reside in Project Hope, 2 better lettuce and 2 better pak choy. We have a farming plan that can take you and transform you with your ideas into productive business people, allowing you to realize your fullest potential. We will guide you to the maximization of your full potential. It will not be based on short-term promises made to you by the opposition, but put your trust in God first, and then put your trust in the People's National Movement, We will hold your hand. We will walk with you. We care about you. And together, we'll achieve the best for all of us in this constituency of La Horquetta Paru. On August the 10th, make the right choice. Vote PNM. Vote PNM. Vote PNM for good governance in Trinidad and Tobago. And we will be able to sing on the 9th in victory song, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and we shall prevail. I thank you.